Thank you very much for this opportunity. I think this is a golden opportunity for me to be back here again. Well, my name is Lydia Olet. I'm the founder and the director of Malaika Dance Unique, and also the founder and the brain behind Kenya in the Park. Well, Kenya in the Park was on the 29th of August 2015. It was a very successful event for Kenyans. It was the reason why I thought to start Kenya in the Park was we have a lot of Kenyans in the UK, and all the time when we have events or activities, there's always the same faces all the time. And I just thought to myself, we want Kenyans. These are not the only Kenyans. We have so many Kenyans in the UK. We have Kenyans who work every day 9 to 5. We have Kenyans who are struggling with life, as we always do sometimes. We have Kenyans who are trying to make ends meet, but all the time is the same high-profile Kenyans in events. And I thought, no, this is wrong. So I sat down and I was thinking, okay, what can I do to bring all Kenyans under one roof? And Kenya in the Park. And the idea came because I know I've gone to Ghana in the Park before, because there's Ghana in the Park and it's beautiful. And I was thinking, if we can just have something like Ghana in the Park, Kenya in the Park. And then I started selling the idea to different people. And everybody that I told, everybody was excited. And now I had to go to the Kenya High Commission because I needed their help. And I was thinking, how are they going to receive this? How are they going to perceive it? Are they going to accept it? Are they going to look at me and think you're crazy? Well, I had to try. The only thing they can do is say no. So I went to the High Commission, and I was really, really shocked with the way they received it. They were so happy. They were like, okay, we'll help you, anything you want. But of course, we don't give financial help, but we can give any other help that you want. If you want materials, if you want products, if you want help, if you want advice, anything you want, we're going to help you. And they were a very, very big help for Kenya in the Park. So I thank the Kenya High Commission so much. And thank you very much for your help. Really, really appreciate it. And I was just telling everybody. And one day my kids, they're just like, Mom, you're telling so many people about this Kenya in the Park. Why don't you just do it? Do it. And because of my kids, I got up and I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So we all need a kick sometimes to start something. And my kids really kicked me to start Kenya in the Park because it was just an idea. Well, if you have an idea and you have a vision, you can't carry it on without people backing you. So I did get few people around. I told them about Kenya in the Park. I told them about my vision, and everybody was excited. But on the journey, through the journey, some people pulled out for some reason or the other. But you know, sometimes we always think that when we have a big, when we have a big group or we have a lot of people, we can do something. But I don't think so, because I saw it with Kenya in the Park. I only had one person behind me. That girl is my angel, Mercy Kimintha. She was my angel. She's the only one who stayed with me. So the two of us, we took Kenya in the Park. We took it to the higher places. But behind the scene, we also had so many important people and high-profile people who are always calling, giving us advice. And the other thing that really shocked me with Mr. Seed, actually, just to say this, he always call people and give them my number for sponsorship. And you know, normally people don't like giving other people numbers out. They're like, no, I'll call the person myself. But Mr. Seed just kept giving people my number, giving sponsors the number, giving people who work in the bank my number. And for that, I really, really appreciated it. So I had so many high-profile people behind Kenya in the Park that really, really helped. So Kenya in the Park is coming back, because this is something that we want to do every year. And the first year was actually an experience to see how will it happen, how will we do it. So we see if we can still do it next year, we can do it yearly. It was perfect. Everybody enjoyed it. Family came. The feedback was fantastic. Everybody was like, Lydia, you have to do this again. Lydia and Mercy, you have to do this again. So the reason why we did Kenya in the Park, like I said, it was to bring all the Kenyans together. And the beauty about Kenya in the Park, because of course Kenya in the Park is not, there's nothing new under the sun, because we have Ghana in the Park, which is successful and beautiful. But I just wanted Kenya in the Park to be different. So I chose some people in the community, Kenyan community, that do so many things in the community, but they're not recognized. Nobody knows about them. Nobody would even say thank you to them. You know, sometimes we always think that if somebody gives you money, that's it. It's not about money. Just to say thank you. We see what you do. We know what you do in the community. It's so important. So I go on the phone with community leaders, and I told them, please, if you know anybody in your community that does so many things, but I've never been appreciated, never been given a certificate of appreciation, please forward their number. And I go up to maybe 29 people, and they were all given certificates, and that was a massive thing in the Kenyan community. They were so happy. We went to the Kenya High Commission. The Kenya High Commission congratulated them and knew them personally. Who are you? You know, exchange contacts, and that was very beautiful. You know, that was important for that to happen. So that's the beauty of Kenya in the Park. And it's not just entertainment with Kenya in the Park. We also have our food, you know, our food. We also had food from different parts of Africa, not just Kenya. We had food from Ethiopia, Eritrea. We had food from Zambia. We have food from Nigeria. We have food from Uganda. So we had food from different parts of Africa, not just Kenya. But of course, Kenya was the majority because that was Kenya in the Park. And we also had business people come. We had a trail. Somebody came with a tractor. You know, it was agricultural. It was education. It was we had people who were talking about the tourism in Kenya, because you all know that Kenya was once called a hotbed of terrorists, but on that day we saw Kenya is not a hotbed of terrorists, it's a hotbed of tourism, hotbed of good things, hotbed of nice things. And on that day, people have not seen each other for 10, 20 years. They met in Kenya in the Park. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. So now, I want you to just see for yourself Kenya in the Park, 29th of August, 2015.
Jambo, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Let's go. Jambo, jambo bwana. Yeah, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Yeah, wageni, wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu, hakuna matata kabisa. Nchi yetu Kenya, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata. Nchi yapendeza, hakuna matata. Warembo wengi sana, hakuna matata. Wanyama wamejaa, hakuna matata. Nchi ya amani, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana. Yeah, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Yeah, wageni, wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu, hakuna matata kabisa. Nchi yetu Kenya, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata.